All right.
All right. Oh, it's happening. Sorry.
Yeah, it's happening.
God, every time, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I need to warn you.
It's boring.
Welcome to Send Better Emails. We're going to talk about predictions. AI predictions today.
Yeah, because nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah.
So I figured we could be the first to lift the lid.
I think so. And then also, if I do post about it on LinkedIn as well, I'm sure the LinkedIn algorithm is going to pick up on the fact that I'm talking about AI and then show my post to more people. So that's good.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So this is all just a ruse, but hopefully there's some substance.
Yeah.
Before we do that, what's going on with you? You're going away this week, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to Wales. And by the time this is out, I'll probably be back from Wales.
Okay.
Hopefully,
how was it?
Hopefully I've survived. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah?
You know, achy. We walked a lot.
Okay.
The weather wasn't always great, but it was great.
Okay. Where'd you walk? Snowdon?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
Probably did Snowdon. Probably went on a zip line. Might have even gone on a steam train.
Okay. Do you say a zip line or the zip line?
Well, there's the zip line in Wales.
Is there?
It's like
the fastest.
Snowdon? It's like the fastest zip line in the world, I think.
Okay.
And we're going on it.
It's like down Snowdon.
It is so expensive, Joe. No, it's not down Snowdon. No.
Oh,
I don't know where it is. It's in and around like the national park in which Snowdon sits.
Okay.
Dude, it's like 300 quid for 4 people to go on this zip line. So it better be good.
Better be fast.
I mean, sorry, it was good. It was so good. It was. It was worth every penny.
How fast did it go?
It went so fast that I could feel my chops like flapping about in the wind.
Flapping about. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 300. It was 300 quid for 4 people. You're going with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Not just my girlfriend though.
No, I assume with 2 other people because you pay for their zip lining as well.
Yeah.
I'm not included in those 2 other people.
No.
I didn't get an invite to the fastest zip line.
Whenever you and I hang out, you always want to talk about emails. It's just so boring. So I thought it'd be nice just to have a week and not have to think about sending better emails.
On my bucket list is to experience the fastest zip line in the world, and money is no object for that experience.
Yeah.
I guess I'll find another time to do that.
Yeah. We're going with my girlfriend's brother.
Okay.
And his boyfriend. And then my girlfriend's dad is also coming, but he's not going on a zip line because
he's not going on this.
No.
He is a bit of an adrenaline junkie though, but
he is actually, yeah. He did recently do the slide in Stratford, you know, the Olympic Park one.
Yeah.
So he did recently do that.
Did he survive it unscathed?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's he did well. So but you have to book this zip line in packages of 4. So numerically it would have been awkward, and like he was the obvious one to not do it. And my dog's also coming, and she's also not going on a zip line.
Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm glad you had a good time in Wales.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you doing anything else?
In Wales or just in general?
Yeah.
On the way back, we're camping for a couple of nights at Stratford-upon-Avon.
Okay.
I.e. the birthplace of my biggest newsletter inspiration, William Shakespeare.
Did he have a newsletter?
Like he would have done.
Yeah.
And it would have been so fire. His open rates would have been at least 40%, I reckon.
Yeah. Although potentially ghostwritten.
Oh, yeah. Do you subscribe to that theory?
Well, I don't know. I just remember seeing a headline years and years ago.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even read the article. That's what people do anyway. They just read a headline and assume they know the whole story and then spread the word.
William Shakespeare was using ChatGPT the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Speaking of AI.
Great segue. Okay, so we're doing AI predictions in email marketing.
Yeah.
James has got 3 that he's going to do. I'm going to react to them. I don't know what they are. God, I'm on the edge of my seat. I hope you are, listener.
Oh, it's so exciting.
James can barely sit still.
What are they going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, these predictions go up in kind of like sci-fi level, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So there is nothing, it's all things that I think could theoretically happen, but they're not necessarily things that I think like you're definitely going to see in the next 2 years or anything like that. Like they're kind of meant to be a bit extreme because I want to provoke you.
Okay. I like being provoked.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just jump into number 1? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What kind of reaction do you want from me? Do you want me to like break it down analytically? Do you want me to take a piss or?
No, well, whatever comes to mind for you.
Should we do a rating as well?
Yeah, I think we just have to do a rating, don't we? So the rating that I want you to give me is going to be based on how realistic you think it is that we'll see that within the next 3 years.
Next 3 years.
Yeah. So like if it's a 10 out of 10, it means like we're definitely going to see that. We might already be seeing it, like the start of it now.
Yeah.
If it's like a 1 out of 10, it's like no chance.
Yeah. I will say 3 years is a very long time in the AI world.
All right, let's say year.
Yeah, okay.
Let's say year.
Okay, so you give me the prediction, I break it down, and then I analyze it after breaking it down.
You're making it sound like the digestive system. Like it doesn't need to be just whatever like comes to mind. You just.
I'm saying break it down like dancing. I'll break it down.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And then I'll analyze the prediction.
I see. Yeah.
But we can go digestive tract. That's also fine. I'll masticate. I'll chew it over.
Yeah.
Break it down. I'll turn it into like a pooey paste.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Suck the nutrients out of it, and then discard the waste product.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
And then I'll give it a rating.
Yeah. All right. Lovely.
Yeah. Do you remember the website? Rate my.
I was going to say it's like Rate My Poo. Yeah. That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah.
Oh, I hated that website. You know what I'm like with toilet humor. I actually cringe saying all that stuff.
My girlfriend loves that website.
Does it still run?
I think she's one of the few visitors. I feel like I mean we don't talk about it regularly, but I feel like it's definitely been like visited during our relationship, and we've been together for 5 years. So
okay,
hang on, let me have a look. Rate My Poo. Oh, okay. Just immediately turds. Yeah, there's there's checkmypoo.com is what came up when I searched.
That sounds medical though.
But it's not. It's not. That's what I thought. But it's not. And people give them ratings. This one's got a 2.4 out of 5, and it's called Old Girthy. So
right. Moving on from that. Okay, sure.
All right, yeah. Prediction number 1.
That's actually what people call me, by the way. That's my nickname.
Is it really? Yeah, in some circles.
Yeah.
Okay, so prediction number 1. Soon, you'll be able to click a button and every important flow you need will be built out and written based on your website style.
I mean, we're probably really close to that now, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, what am I rating it? Am I rating it as in it will happen?
Like will it happen in the next year?
Yeah, 10 out of 10, it will happen in the next year, 100%. I'm pretty sure you can do this already.
So, what you can't, what I haven't experienced anyway, is that like you start a Klaviyo account as an e-commerce business, you paste your website into a window and click generate, and then you've got 10 flows, abandon cart, welcome flow, retargeting, post-purchase, all of that stuff. I don't see an easy way of being able to do all of that immediately.
Nah, there are elements of different parts of that.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, so I mean that kind of like one button. Yeah, I mean that will happen.
I mean,
I think the question around it is like, how good will the output be? And it might start and the output's not that good, and then it will just get better over time. And that's just, we see that with AI in other ways as well, right? AI video, for example, like it gets created, the output isn't that good. It's just like a weird Will Smith eating spaghetti. for some of the first videos that came out in AI,
Yeah.
and now it's developed into this like super realistic output, and that happened in the space of like a year. So yeah, I think it's a question of, will it be put in place the next year? Yes, is my thinking, and then the output will just get better over time.
Do you you know, we've discussed on this podcast a couple of times, you know, this like almost funny myth that like email is dead. Nobody believes that for a second. Are email agencies dead, Jamie?
No, I don't think so. I think there's still, you know, because you can do lots of things with AI now, but there's still people doing those things. So, you know, you still have graphic designers, you still have coders and developers, you know, that what I think bad email agencies will be dead.
Yeah.
I just think the way that every business will have to operate differently in the future. We're in a state of flux, I think, and that's not me. That's not my opinion. That's just me regurgitating things that I've heard.
Yeah.
By the way, is regurgitation, is that part of the digestive process? It's like
hopefully not.
No. So yeah, I think bad email agencies or ones that are slow to adapt might die. But I think email marketing is dead is wrong. If it was, then we wouldn't be having AI adoption in that field.
No.
So yeah.
All right, nice. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Prediction number 2.
Yeah.
Emails to multiple people won't be a thing. Instead, everyone on the list will receive something totally bespoke at different times based entirely on their habits. So the idea of send to all, Jamie, will be dead.
Yeah.
Everything's dead. What are your thoughts on that?
I think if we can get to that place, it'll be the inbox will be a better place.
Yeah.
You know, personalization is something that we always talk about, and that good email agencies and good email marketing operatives will be striving for. The more relevant we can make our communications to each individual subscriber, the better. Obviously, the way that we've been doing that up until now is through segmentation, so targeting groups of people based on what we know about them. If in the future we have an AI tool that essentially serves as an algorithm within email that then serves content that's bespoke, then that would be awesome. I think go on.
No, I was just going to say, it doesn't feel that unfeasible, does it? When you break it down.
Yeah, I do think that on the individual level, I'm just trying to think how that looks like. You probably still wouldn't have, like, if you had 100,000 people on your list, you're not sending 100,000 different emails. You're probably sending still a set number of variations that go to a certain amount of people. But arguably, if you use a first name merge tag, right now you're sending different versions of.
Yeah, but no, so that's not what I mean. So what I'm talking about is that, yeah, you would be sending 100,000 different emails to 100,000 different people. And yes, there would definitely be plenty of overlap there because, you know, maybe you want to sell a particular product or a particular group of products. But, you know, it could even be, for example, Jamie, that you've got someone on your list who's a 22-year-old bloke who you know likes football. And maybe maybe AI is dropping in some like funny reference to something that happened in the Premier League that weekend. And then there's a granny on your list who's doesn't like football and loves embroidery, and the tone is totally different. And AI knows that she's going to respond something different. And the text is bigger because her eyesight's not that good. You know, so we're talking like theoretically, not just like first name tags here. We're talking like full on personalization.
Yeah. Okay. I guess my first question would be, what brand are you running in which you have a 22-year-old bloke and a granny on your list, and that your brand needs to talk to them in their own ways. But I think is that going to happen in the next year? I don't think it will. But I think it wouldn't be a bad thing if we end up in that place.
Yeah. Okay.
And what I wouldn't like to, I think a better way to think about it is, okay, we're not sending 100,000 different emails, but we have 100,000 different people on our list, and they're all getting their own journey in email, and not journey as in a workflow or automation, but it's, maybe the email platform is integrated with social media, and that you're able to pull data from there, and that you just then entrust AI to say, okay, well, put them through a welcome flow, and then send the campaigns that are really relevant to them, and all of that just happens automatically, and it speaks to the person in a very kind of one-to-one way. That would be awesome. It's not going to happen in the next year.
Okay.
And I think email agencies, a few more will die when that comes in. But yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? AI can theoretically do all of that stuff, right? So the first and second questions actually aren't that too far apart, are they? Like if you can click a button that can build every flow and kind of make it interesting and relevant, you're probably not that much of a stretch away from also making them like totally personalized. The email science of email marketing, I think, is going to be very easy for anyone to access because of AI. But here's what AI won't be able to access: what you had for dinner last night, like what's really pissing you off in the industry that you're talking about this week. Those things, your opinions, your lived experiences can't be replaced by AI. And I think like whenever we talk about sending better emails, we're talking about being more human and like incorporating more of your lived experience into the way that you speak to your subscribers. And like, sure, one day you're probably going to be able to click a button and send like personalized campaigns out to everyone, but they're still going to be a bit generic and shit, because like they're not going to be linked to like the lived human experience.
Yeah.
So,
also, QA would be a nightmare, because what we're not talking about in that instance. We're not talking about send 100,000 emails to these 100,000 people right now, but each one gets their own version. What we'd say is, okay, well, there's John, and here's how he likes to consume content and all of his background, and he gets his own journey, and he campaigns that get sent on the frequency that's good for him at a time and a day that's good for him, with content that's good for him. And then we have Dave, and then we have I can't think of a woman's name, Madeline, and then we have Naomi, and then we have all these. Everyone has their own set journey, and they're getting campaigns that suits them at a time that suits them. So it's not even as if, okay, there's 100,000 going out now and they're all tailored. It's everyone is having their own campaigns receive at own time. That's a bit more complicated, but
yeah,
QA would be a nightmare, because how do you even check that the design is right, that the copy can be approved, and all of that stuff with that sheer amount of variety?
Yeah, but that's kind of I think that I do agree with you, but that opinion is very much based on what AI is now, which is that like it's something that needs QAing because it hallucinates and because it, sometimes comes up with really goofy designs. But I do think there's a world in which that's just not even a consideration. Like it's just better than humans when it comes to like accuracy and, like making sure everything looks the same. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. That's a trust thing, isn't it?
I would challenge that. I think that if you're someone who, there will always be amendments, and there will always be edits, and there will always be, that's not quite right. Even if objectively what AI has written is perfect, as soon as a human puts their eyes on it, their imperfect eyes on it, they're going to want to have edits because of their own lived experience, right?
Yes. Oh, for sure. They might want to edit, but I'm saying I don't think they'll necessarily need to edit in order to, like, I don't think you're going to be landed. I think there's definitely a world in which AI is good enough that like it's not going to land you in some sort of like media storm because you've accidentally sent like fuck off everyone. Like, like I feel like it's going to reach a standard where like QA is a nice to have, but not a need to have. Whereas at the moment it is a need to have.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to rate this. Did I rate it already?
No, you haven't yet.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be happen. It's not going to happen in the next year.
Okay.
But it will be. I think it will be a point at which people will want to reach. I'm going to rate it 5 out of 10.
All right.
So we might get there in the next 5 years.
I like it. Okay, this is the last one. We're only doing 3 because, I don't know. These take a while to discuss. Last one. People won't read emails in the traditional sense. Instead, they'll be given an AI summary of the important stuff in their inbox with prompts to reply to high urgency emails only.
Oh, now this is less attractive to me. Um, um, I mean, this is already kind of happening. We get AI overviews to conversation threads on Gmail.
Yeah.
It will probably happen in the next year. Emails are already being sorted into tabs. We already have smart replies, so that we already have a lot of assistance from AI when it comes to our inbox. So I think going that much further is not that far away. I do think it would be a shame for good content when that does happen.
Yeah.
It's almost, for me, it's almost like saying, okay, well, whenever you download a book on your Kindle from now on, it's going to have an AI overview of the story at the start of it. I think we have to be careful about what we give overviews for and what we don't. So yeah, I would like to see maybe a filter where we say, okay, well, I don't want these to be filtered through and summarized from this sender. I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking on the spot here.
Yeah.
But I don't like the thought of this one as much.
Yeah, I feel like you're very much coming at, and this isn't a criticism, by the way, you're very much coming at this question from like, this is what I would want to happen, rather than like, this is what I think will happen.
Okay.
Is that a fair observation on my part?
It's probably a criticism as well.
No. It's just an interesting psychological thing that you've done there, where it's like, it's almost like this one I feel like has struck fear into you, unlike others.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this one's deeper for me, actually.
Oh, you scared?
Yeah, I am scared, yeah. I'm scared.
Are you going to cry?
I think that, no. Get lost. No, I think this one is a bit more philosophical for me, because it's like, okay, how people consume content in the future. And how content is consumed and the psychology that goes with that. So I think, yes, I think it will happen. I think we're probably heading in that direction. I'll give this one, I don't know, like 9 out of 10, because it will come in the next year.
He's gone for it. He's gone for it.
I think we're talking about a like AI overview stroke AI virtual assistant hybrid here in the inbox, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Actually, okay, if I put a different spin on this, where I stop crying and I'm not scared, maybe that system could be used to reward good content.
Yes, Jamie, that's what I was about to say. Yes, okay, exactly. I agree.
I'm not scared anymore. I've tried.
Elaborate on that point more.
Oh, that was all I had.
Oh, okay, sure.
No, I think if we so AI overviews on Google, I think have got much better recently, and I found them really, really helpful, because I don't have to spend time going through poor websites or bad content in order to find the answer that I wanted to a question. And so if we think about that we are using this tool in an inbox, hypothetically, where we're distilling content into a pure form, maybe, and it's the AI is smart enough that it can determine good content from bad content, and it only shows us what is good. I didn't really elaborate on that there. I just said more words.
No.
Like when I did like a GCSE essay and I didn't quite hit the word count, I just started using.
You just start rephrasing everything. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Like, whenever I'm thinking about AI and what it might do, what it might end up doing, I always start with the question, like, what is the best possible version of this? So, like, if you take an AI tool that can build apps, like, the kind of logical conclusion is that at some point a piece of software will come out where I can just type, I want to create Duolingo but for history, and it will create this app that I can then put on the App Store and sell. When it comes to the logical conclusion for like AI in the inbox, I think it's not like chopping out all of the good stuff so that you're left with some like boring summary. Instead, it's like, you really enjoy emails that get sent by this person or this sender. So rather than burying it down at the bottom, I'm going to put like a big arrow that points to this and keep it at the top of your inbox because I know you always read this email. Do you know what I mean? Like Secret Norwich comes into your inbox. Well, we're not going to order this chronologically. It doesn't matter that 10 more emails have come into your inbox. This is going to stay at the top or near the top because your grandma, Secret Norwich, and your boss at work are always the emails that you open every week. So I actually think it's going to reward good senders.
Yeah, actually, I like that. I've done a 360 here, or no, like
you've
a
done
180.
a
180,
yeah.
not 360 on mine.
You just come back to the same place.
Yeah, I've done a 180 here. I think it's because if we think about the promotions tab, maybe it could say, okay, well, things don't go in the promotions tab that we care about anymore accidentally. Because we've had that before, right? You run Lazy FPL, the fantasy football newsletter, which ends up in promotions tab. And then like it's like, okay, well, whitelist us and then add us to your contacts and then do all this. And then you'll probably end up in the main, all that stuff. Actually, could we just have a better system that filters content in a more meaningful way? And maybe there's like, okay, well, there's this brand and they are an e-commerce brand and they send quite a lot of promotional emails, which normally end up in the promotions folder. However, we know you've purchased from these guys quite frequently. So actually you're going to want to see these apart from, and not from the brand that you've never bought something from. So if it can filter things in a more smart way, using more data from us, then that's probably a good thing. So yeah, I've done a 180. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I want to give it a 10 out of 10 now.
You think it's coming in the next year?
Yeah, I think so.
July 2026 will be sat down looking back at, we're going to go back to this episode and we're going to reflect on these predictions and whether you were right or not.
It depends if you survive the world's fastest zip line.
True, I might not.
Yeah,
I might not.
Or you might just get into a bad mood and sit in another pool whilst there's a fun.
Wait, was that this episode? Or
No,
that was last episode.
That was the last episode.
So that's some deep lore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like link episodes together. So now people feel like they missed out and they have to go and watch that.
Nice. Yeah, go back to the last episode if you want to hear the context for that joke.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure everyone's desperate to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so 10 out of 10, it's going to happen in the next year. The inbox will be smart because we often talk about AI, don't we, in terms of how it's going to impact senders, like the people doing email marketing. But there's something to be said about how AI is going to impact the reader as well, and that end. And so I think it's important for any email sender to really, we always say this, Jamie, don't we? Like, think about the inbox, like think about who you're sending to, and like, what other emails are they getting and how does your email look in the context of the inbox? And so we should be thinking about the inbox maybe before we even think about our own experience as the sender when it comes to how AI is going to impact emails.
Yeah. And what I'll draw a quick comparison there is when GDPR came about, I think there was a lot of people thinking, oh, this is bad for the sender because now we have to go through all these loopholes and we have to make sure we have permission. But it was a good thing for good email senders.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing for the inbox. And maybe just viewing it this potential hypothetical AI evolution as that, some people will get annoyed by it, but the people that are getting annoyed by it are probably bad senders. And the good senders are like, well, okay, we're doing this stuff anyway. It just means that our stuff's more likely to be seen and engaged with.
Tasty.
Cool. That does us. We wanted to do a mini episode, but we didn't do a mini episode. It's 29 minutes.
Has there ever been anything mini created when AI is on the table for discussion?
True. And they do call me Girthy Boy. What was it? Was it Girthy or?
I've actually still got it open. It's Old Girthy.
Old Girthy.
Yeah.
Okay, this episode is called Old Girthy. Hopefully you rate it more than 2.4 out of 10.
The weirdest thing about this picture is that it's being held in a human hand.
Oh, James.
Like it's like in front of the toilet. Like the toilet's in the background and someone's like grasping it like a microphone.
I hate this.
I'll send it to you.
No, don't, please. I hate this. Right, apologies to listeners who share the same sentiment towards toilet humour that I do. Anyway, this has been Send Better Emails. This has been Old Girthy. Catch you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.
Get off that website, James.
For more turds. I'm sending you a screenshot right now.
Oh, for God's sake. All right, see you later, everyone.
All right, bye.